Former Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, are now back at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn after making their first U.S. court appearance in Lower Manhattan yesterday. They pleaded not guilty to federal drug trafficking and weapons charges. Through an interpreter, Maduro said in court, quote, "I'm innocent, I'm not guilty, I'm a decent man." He also insisted he is still president of Venezuela. Trump administration officials briefed lawmakers on Venezuela for the first time since Maduro's arrest yesterday. House members remain divided, though, over the U.S. military's intervention over the weekend and its implications for Venezuela's future.
They move, in this case, a specific law enforcement function that took place. That took a significant obstacle out of the way for the Venezuelan people to go chart a new future. It is absolutely up to the Venezuelan people to go and chart a new future. There's going to be an opportunity for free and fair elections in the future. That is the hope.
I'm very concerned about what happens next, about the leadership, about democracy, about the willingness of making sure that the people of Venezuela will be involved in that democracy.
And we have team coverage on our top story for you this morning. Aaron Navarro is at the White House. Remy Inocencio is tracking international implications. Katrina Kaufman is here in studio following the case against Maduro. But let's begin at the bottom right corner of your screen with Taurean Small in our Washington bureau. He's got more on the briefing that lawmakers received. Taurean, good morning. So give us the scoop. How are lawmakers now reacting to yesterday's briefing?
Yeah, I think that sound we heard off the top is a pretty accurate representation of where lawmakers stand. Democrats are still uneasy about the lack of clarification they have on the future for Venezuela, while we heard Republicans come out and defend the administration. We heard from the House Speaker saying that this was inherently within the authority of the president, but he didn't consider this an act of war. He said that this was just steps to encourage change from the regime, not necessarily a regime change. Take a listen to what lawmakers said yesterday.
This is not a regime change. This is a demand for change of behavior by a regime. The interim government is stood up now, and we are hopeful that they will be able to correct their action.
What is your concern right now? What are the risks inherently right now? I'm not concerned about anything.
When the United States engages in this kind of regime change and so-called nation building, it always ends up hurting the United States.
What I found instructive about the conversations we heard from lawmakers leaving that briefing was the fact of whether or not Congress should receive notice either in advance or after. Again, House Speaker Mike Johnson defending vehemently the administration, saying that he was notified within hours after that strike happened, Errol.
All right, Taurean, thank you very much.